Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Missy if you're new here, and in today's video I wanted to talk about lash blindness and eyebrow blindness. I know I'm not the only one seeing an array of creators come out and say that they suffered from lash blindness and have fully recovered. It's almost like a weight has been lifted from their eyelids, pun intended, and now they're able to see the truth that these shits look disgusting. Okay, if you love dramatic lashes, this is no shade to you. It's simply not my preference, but please do as you choose regardless of what anybody, especially a rando like me on the internet, thinks. But you might want to watch this entire video because eyelash extensions definitely have their downsides that have nothing to do with how they look, and you should know everything if you're going to continuously put something on your face, especially in the eye area. Our eyes are sensitive and y'all just be playing with them. So if you don't already know, based off context alone, lash blindness refers to the phenomenon of people who once wore dramatic lashes realizing that they didn't suit them or that they just went completely overboard with them on an almost daily occasion. And I have to say, I love this sound.
I remember when.
Come on, CeeLo Green. Yes, like I love this sound. There was something so special about that place. That's usually the sound you're gonna hear as people flash back to their toxic romance with lash extensions and even eyebrow blindness, as we'll talk about very briefly as well. And so many people are agreeing with the fact that this trend or fad or whatever you want to call it was unflattering, and everyone who partook would have been better off if they didn't. But we wouldn't have the same wisdom we have now, would we? No losses, only lessons, ladies. But yeah, so many are agreeing with this that I think it's genuinely putting people in fear that they might be going through their own phase of lash blindness. And it's gotten to the point where people are even making TikToks to ask the public if they're suffering as well. It's actually kind of hilarious to me that so many people are treating this like an actual illness, like some sort of dysmorphia or something. Well, I guess that is what it is, huh? Like, you just aren't killing them the way you think you are. It's especially funny because back when lash extensions were at their peak, there were many resources stating the dangers of some of these practices, stating that they can lead to anything from irritation to infection to actual blindness. And this is the blindness that y'all should be the most worried about. But I digress. Or do I? Now, if you think this is an exaggeration in the worst case scenario, yes, that may be the case, but that doesn't change the fact that this stuff is really happening. Like, check out this article right here on this website called safetyandbeauty.com. So this is an article called Eyelash Extensions Cause This 21-Year-Old Temporary Blindness, and it states 20-year-old woman called Megan Rickson posted a video earlier on this month on Twitter claiming she had lost her eyesight for almost 2 hours after getting eyelash extensions. According to Rickson, the salon she went to for the service used nail glue as an adhesive to fix the temporary lashes on during her appointment. In visible distress, Rickson commented on her video, "This one's on fire. This one won't open as much." Since the video's initial post, it has attracted over 850,000 views. Now, Rickson told a reporter from BuzzFeed News when she was doing the first one, my eyes were stinging lots, but she said, "Don't worry, it's normal," and told me to hold my eye open. Okay, you guys are free to go read the rest of this article, but honey, it was stinging, and you let her keep going. Y'all just play with your eyes. And then on top of that, did you know that nail glue was being used from the beginning? Because she doesn't really let us know when she came to terms that nail glue was being used on her eyes. Did you know that at the beginning? And why are your eyes open? I thought you keep your eyes closed for lash extensions, but I might be uneducated on this, but are your eyes supposed to be closed for eyelash extensions? Let me know in the comments. I've seen it being done on apps like TikTok, but I just never, I've never had them done myself, so I can't even really speak from experience, but I think your eyes are supposed to be closed, babe. And honestly, guys, if that story's not enough, because you might be thinking just like me, like, she kind of walked right into that one. Not to be victim blaming, but when did you realize that it was nail glue? Why were your eyes open? I have another article here. It's on dailymail.co.uk, and this article also has video. And in this article, they're talking about a receptionist who's 22 years old who reveals that she went blind in one eye from an infection after she had false lashes fitted while wearing contact lenses. Lily Barrett, 22, from Welling in Bexley, Southeast London, began to experience an itchy left eye after getting a set of 55-pound Russian lashes fitted while wearing her contact lenses in November 2022. The eyelashes did not weigh 55 pounds. After experiencing a watery eye overnight, she visited the chemist the following day and was given drops to soothe her red and swollen eye. But 2 days later, when her eye began to swell and yellow gunk started to build up on her cornea, Lily claimed she lost all vision in her left eye. Horrifying footage shows Lily's cornea turning a hazy gray as she claimed she was left blind in this eye and not able to see in 3D out of the other, and was later told she had developed a corneal ulcer. So the picture looks absolutely insane. It looks like she's in a lot of pain. So she gets rushed to the emergency department in Sutton, where an eye specialist informed her that she had an ulcer in her cornea. Although the consultant was unable to place a definite cause on her eye infection, she believes that it was caused by the bacteria that her contact lenses came into contact with. But yeah, so if you have contact lenses, I guess this is something that you should be super mindful of, because I mean, this girl has an ulcer in her eye now, so that is some scary stuff. But we kind of have to keep in mind now that when trends go crazy, the market kind of does too. Like when more and more people are getting their lashes done professionally and it becomes more of a standard for women's upkeep, obviously the number of people offering this service will increase as well. After all, this is a capitalist society and people need to participate in the free market to survive. So I don't blame them, but that's also why we need to practice extreme vigilance when it comes to getting services like that. To me, especially when it comes to something that is so close to the organ that literally facilitates something so vital as your vision, this is not the time to be trying to save some money. It's not the time to be trying to squeeze it into the budget. If you can't get them professionally, and I mean professionally done, you should not get them at all. And we've seen it so often when people offering these deals are offering them because they aren't really qualified to be offering the services that they do. So their appeal is a huge discount. And we saw this with the veneer people on TikTok as well. Like, when people are offering things at a deal, when it seems too good to be true, it probably is. And I'm not saying the 55 pounds was a deal. I'm just saying that we are seeing this more and more and more. The more eyelash technicians are coming out of nowhere offering this service and clearly not qualified to do so. People need to be licensed. They need to be using all safety precautions when they're dealing with something so delicate as your eye. But here are my thoughts overall about this whole trend of lash blindness and eyebrow blindness and this blindness and that blindness. And yeah, I'm not going to talk too much about the eyebrows specifically, but there are so many people coming out of the woodworks saying that they were doing their eyebrows real crazy. And I thought we already kind of fixed that issue. Like I said, to each their own, but I thought most people realize that the bold, crazy eyebrows are just not it. But people are showing like pictures that do not look old of their eyebrows looking insane. Like the TikToks I've seen are crazy. Like I said though, to each their own, but
Damn!
But let's get back on track here. I think this trend and the way so many people have come out to admit their regrets has a lot to do with the emergence of clean girl makeup and the desire to have a more natural look. More and more people are starting to realize that heavy lashes and harshly drawn dark eyebrows take away from their natural beauty more than it adds to it. I will say though that it is a trend, clean girl makeup, and I can't say that it's gonna stay like this. If more dramatic makeup comes back in style, I don't know how many people are gonna end up sticking to this clean girl makeup or sticking to the opinion that it looks better to wear a more natural face. But I do kind of hope that this realization is genuine and it's not people just jumping on a bandwagon. Like, I do hope that some things just never come back, but honestly, I don't though at the end of the day, because it doesn't really affect me. I I do what I want. Now, I did happen to find this article that is meant to help people take the necessary precautions when they're thinking about getting eyelash extensions and stuff, and I will link that article down below so that you guys can look at it. If you're still gonna get eyelash extensions, at least do it the safe way. But I think I'm gonna leave it here, you guys. I actually have to head to work right now, so I can't stay for too long. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Please leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you think. Did you experience lash or eyebrow blindness or any of the blindnesses that they're talking about on TikTok? If you did, I would love to hear about it. As always, like this video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe if you feel like it, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.